folks, so welcome back to the channel, and for this video I'm going to be talking about another book which I just finished yesterday, and I would say that it is a really good choice of book, especially for this time of year with the nights drawing in and winter and bad weather just around the corner and Halloween just on the horizon. So I would just definitely recommend getting a book like this for kind of sitting at home on a dark night with some candles lit under a nice warm blanket. But I will get onto that in a second. A bit of housekeeping first. If you're enjoying my videos, if you enjoy my channel, if you can click on that subscribe button, click on that notification bell, leave some likes, leave some comments, it's always really appreciated. And if you'd like to support the channel further, I will post a link to the channelscoffee.com page in the description bar below and then a pinned comment in the comment section. So with that out of the roads, onto the book that I'm obviously here to talk about for this video. And it is called Dark Encounters, a collection of ghost stories. And it's by William Croft Dickenson. And yeah, I just do love this cover. It does have a very kind of Scottish feel about it, very gothic. It has a lovely colour scheme as well. It's just very simple, to the point, and very fitting with the subject matter that the book's about. And I would say it does have quite a kind of bit of a kind of Scottish feel, especially with the fact that there's two Celtic crosses on the front cover, as well as what looks like is what's supposed to be a crow or a raven. But again, I think most ghost stories, like, yeah, if it's involved a kind of graveyard with crows and ravens, yeah, most people expect that. So, if I remember correctly, William Croft Dickenson was an English academic, and he worked in Edinburgh University as an historian focusing on Scottish history, and had a love for Scottish ghost stories. And if I'm not mistaken, he died back in 1963, so that was what, nearly 60 years ago. And yeah, then they finally reprinted a collection of his ghost stories, which I have to admit I discovered last year. And again, I just popped into Waterstones, as you do, and other bookshops are available. And I just kind of saw that sitting on one of their promotion tables, and I just automatically got put onto my Christmas list, and I've got it and finally got round to reading it. So just to read a wee bit of the blurb to give you an idea of what to expect. After more than 50 years, William Croft Dickinson's classic ghost stories are back in print, set in the brooding landscape of Scotland, with references to real events and people. Dark Encounters is an elegantly understated, spine-tingling collection that will appeal to fans of M.R. James and H.P. Lovecraft. From a demonic book that brings its readers to an early death, to the murderous spectre of a feudal baron, these unnerving tales are a welcome addition to the long, distinguished canon of Scottish ghost stories, and are guaranteed to tingle the spine. And I have to admit, I've always had a soft spot for Scottish ghost stories. I've always found there's something totally fascinating about them. And I don't know if it's because I've always had a fascination with Scottish history. It almost seems to kind of go hand in hand, that there's a darkness within Scottish history, so the ghost stories are equally as dark. So we've got stories that range from castles that try and essentially take people captive and bury them in the walls. We've got stories that again involve demonic books. There's a skull that brings about the death of an enemy. Yeah, so there's definitely a wide variety, a wide selection of different stories within different areas of Scotland. And I do love the fact that each story is essentially introduced within an academic setting, is very much highlighting Dickinson's background as an historian, as an academic, that he's telling these stories as a kind of group of academics from different faculties, different subjects, all meeting up in like the social space, the academic social spaces within the university that they're all working in, and telling these stories and telling the experiences they've had with the supernatural. And it's all very much kind of going, oh yeah, this happened to me, or this happened to somebody that I know, and as somebody brings something up and somebody will be going, oh yeah, like I had an experience of that. And it's very, very much told in a very down to earth way, that of like, all these people have got these experiences, they've all kind of had these encounters with the supernatural, and they've all got their stories to tell, so they're all saying what's happened. And so I think kind of just the fact that a lot of it has that kind of academic setting, especially at the start, just adds a certain thing to it, a certain, je ne sais quoi to each story. And so when you think about it, with that being such a strong element, with there being such a strong academic setting to these stories, this could probably be quite a good choice of book for anyone who's into the dark academia aesthetic. That this could be a modern classic for them. So yeah, so if you're into dark academia, this could be another book that you may want to sit and enjoy. So again, I don't want to be saying too much about each story, because I don't want to be giving too much away, but I would definitely say that each story very much has a Scottish feel about it, that a lot of the time I do get the feeling that it does have connections to other stories that are told within Scotland. And yeah, I can definitely see Dickinson's love for Scottish ghost stories, for Scottish history, for Scottish folklore. And yeah, and I have to admit, this is probably the book that I've read the quickest this year. And I don't think it's just because it's short stories. I don't think it's just because each story is just the right length. It's just the right kind of amount to read. Just kind of be able to kind of read quickly. If you've got like a spare 5 minutes, spare 10 minutes. But I just love the style that Dickinson used. It was very much within the vein of a lot of the ghost stories that you do tend to find within Scotland. Of, oh yeah, this like you can imagine people sitting around a fireplace on a dark evening telling these stories, and you do get that feeling of being people who are saying, oh, this is my experience, or oh, this happened to so and so, or oh, I remember so and so saying that he knew somebody who'd done that. And I just kind of really like that feel about it. So I would say that Dark Encounters by William Croft Dickenson is a book that I would definitely recommend if you enjoy short stories, and especially if you enjoy Scottish ghost stories, or if you're looking for a new book that could be within the dark academia aesthetic. So yeah, one that I would definitely recommend people to go out and get and enjoy. So that's Dark Encounters by William Croft Dickenson, I mean. And so hopefully you will all be intrigued by this collection of short stories. Hopefully you will have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.